Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless. This is the quiz where all the questions have been asked to 100 people before the show. All our contestants have to do is come up with the answers those 100 people couldn't think of. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Cameron. This is my dad, Andrew, and we're from Morpeth in Northumberland.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Debs. This is my daughter, Katie, and we're from Milford Haven in Pembrokeshire.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Dave. This is my little brother, Rory, and we're both from York.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Lizzie. This is Sophie. We are friends and colleagues from London.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. You won't like him when he's hungry. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Excellent. Now, what a show we had last time. Goodness me. Andrew and Cameron, you were with us, got knocked out in round two. Sophie and Lizzie knocked out in round one last time. It won't happen again. Unfortunate, I would say.
Yeah.
But lovely JP and Colin, our friends from Northern Ireland, they got through to play for that £6,000 jackpot and won the money, and won it beautifully as well, didn't they?
They earned it.
They really did.
They really did.
They really did earn it. They were terrific.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. JP and Colin won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. There it is. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. You know this, but I just have to remind you all, it's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. So, you know, keep them low. Be brilliant. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category this afternoon is famous people. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our question concerns people born in 1969. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 16 pictures now of people born in 1969. Can you identify them? Now, we were both born in 1970.
They're all a year older
So they're
than
all
us.
older than us, which in one way is good.
Yeah.
But in another way, if they're wearing well, it's going to be bad.
They're wearing well and really successful.
No, I hope not.
I bet they're not happy, though, whoever they are.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Oh, yeah. OK, yes, thank you very much. We are going to put up an image. 16 people, and all of them born in 1969. We won't be changing the image halfway through the round. We could, but we won't. It'll remain there. OK, here is that image. Oh, I don't feel so bad. There we are, all of them, born 1969. Now then, Cameron.
Oh.
Welcome back to Pointless. We had to say goodbye to you in round two last time. Way too soon. Remind us all about yourself, Cameron.
So, I'm a poker dealer, living in Newcastle now, but originally from Morpeth in Northumberland. Beautiful, rainy, cloudy Northumberland, but the best people come from there, so...
They certainly do. They certainly do. And from the Morpeth environs as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I noticed you say poker dealer, not croupier. What's the difference between a croupier?
So croupiers are like, they do the blackjack and roulette, that sort of thing. I'm strictly just poker.
Croupiers, do they have a little rake?
That's just for craps, unfortunately, no. You only get that in America now.
OK, wait, then no one has a rake?
No.
Ah. So, yes, a poker dealer is what you are.
Yep.
Cameron, you're bored.
There's a few that I know. I think I'm going to go for the one on the top, Dave Grohl.
OK, Dave Grohl, says Cameron. Let's see how many of our 100 people spotted Dave Grohl. It is Dave Grohl. There we go. 42 for Dave Grohl.
Yeah, the drummer with Nirvana then went on to be the lead singer and guitarist of Foo Fighters. He's been very successful.
He has.
And he seems happy.
He does seem happy. Now then, Katie.
Hello.
Welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here from Milford Haven. Tell us all about yourself.
I am a manager of a small cafe on Milford Haven Marina, and I've been there for 9 years.
That just sounds like the loveliest job in the world.
It is lovely.
On the Marina, Milford Haven. Do you do breakfasts?
We do everything. We do breakfast, main meals, and we're very busy in the tourist season.
Are you
and stuff.
licensed?
No, we're not. We used to be, but...
Well, you had it taken away after the fight.
After all the staff started drinking. No, I didn't. But...
OK, now, Katie, what are you going to go for on our board? I say, who are you going to go for on our board?
I'm going to go for the second in on the third row down. And
Yes.
I think it's Jay-Z.
You're going to say Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Jay-Z? Let's see how many of our 100 people spotted Jay-Z. It is Jay-Z. Down that goes to 55. 55 to Jay-Z.
Yeah, started out rapping under the name Jazzy, and then changed it to Jay-Z. He seems happy as well. He's married to Beyonce.
He
for
does
goodness
seem
sake.
happy, yeah.
Can't say that about either of us.
No, not anymore.
Yes, you were briefly, weren't you, in the 90s?
Oh, they were happy days.
There you are. What's she up to
Oh, well.
now?
She's enjoying a massive career of international stardom.
Beyonce.
She's been so much happier as an Oxford housewife. There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Dave, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Dave.
I'm Dave. I'm originally from York. I'm now living in Birmingham, and I work as a sales manager for a charity.
How was the move from York to Birmingham?
I mean, York's a lovely place, and Birmingham is also quite a nice place. I am definitely a Yorkshireman at heart.
That is the most tactful answer ever. You know, Birmingham's a lovely place. It is a lovely place, but you're definitely a Yorkshireman at heart. And what are your interests, Dave?
I like a quiz. I host my own quiz at our local pub. So if you've ever need a week off, I'd be happy to step in.
And Dave, you can vouch for how incredibly difficult it is hosting a quiz.
Very much so, yeah.
Yes. Oh, no one imagines it's just easy, plain sailing, but it's difficult.
Absolutely.
What are you going to go for? All these people were born in 1969. Who are they?
I think I know a few. I think I'm going to go for bottom right, which I think is Stephen Hendry.
Stephen Hendry, says Dave. Let's see how many of our 100 people spotted Stephen Hendry. It's right. 55's the high score, 42's the low. You passed both of those. 37, Stephen Hendry. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, he's been on the show and won the show, Stephen Hendry, as
Yeah,
well, hasn't he?
yeah.
He's somebody who keeps looking better and better with age.
I know, doesn't he?
Yeah, by the time he's 60, he's going to be like Clooney.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Hello, Lizzie.
Hi.
Welcome back. Great to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself, Lizzie.
I'm Lizzie. I work as a crime scene examiner in London.
Yes, sorry, I should have warned you all. Crime scene examiner. In London, plenty to work on. Sorry, I interrupted you. On
No, that's OK. In my spare time, I quite enjoy kayaking. So when I go abroad on holiday, I quite like to have a go at doing that and whitewater rafting.
How far do you go when you go kayaking? I mean, do you just sort of go around a bay or something, or do you go up a river for several
the last
miles?
holiday
or...
I went on, they kind of had a specific area, so you just kind of go around in circles. So I did a few kilometres just paddling away quite
That's
merrily.
pretty good. It's
Nice.
great fun. OK, now, Lizzie, who are you going to go for on our board?
There's an actor up there that I love from The Wire, and it's Dominic West.
Dominic West. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Dom West. It's right. 55, the high score, 37, the low. Oh, you pass all of those. Oh, down to 10. Oh, very well done indeed, Lizzie. Very good.
Well played, Lizzie. Yeah, plays Jimmy McNulty in The Wire.
Thank you very much, Richard. We're halfway through the round. 10 is the lowest score of the pass. Lizzie, very well done indeed to you. Then we travel up to 37, where we find Dave and Roy. Then up to 42, where we find Cameron and Andrew. Then up to 55, where we find Katie and Debs. So, yes, Debs, I mean, not wildly ahead, Debs, but a nice low score from you in the next pass wouldn't hurt. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Sophie, welcome back. And remind us all about yourself.
I'm also a crime scene examiner in London for 18 years, maybe. So it's been a long time.
Good. Do you spend quite a lot of your time in those white suits?
Not every day, but it
Quite
does happen.
a lot. You just have a whole stash of them
Yes.
at work, and you just
Yes.
climb into them.
Hoods up, boots
Hoods
on.
up, boots on, and mouth things and everything.
Yes. Mask.
A mask.
That's the
mask.
name.
Sorry, mask. Or mouth things to give it its scientific name. Sophie, what are your interests when the mouth thing comes off?
I like to travel. When I was younger, I lived in Japan for 3 years. So
Wow.
I have
How is your
an interest in
Japanese?
that. Rusty, I suspect.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
but-
something in Japanese then. I mean,
That is, rusty is
Rusty.
Japanese for fluent.
Sophie, there you are on 10. Fabulous low score from Lizzie. Time for you to shine here, Sophie. Who are you going to go for?
I am going to go for Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez, says Sophie. OK, here is your red line, just as a guide. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Jennifer Lopez. It's right.
Oh.
76, 86 is your total.
That's a bigger score than I was expecting for J-Lo.
Yeah, absolutely.
She looks good for 50-odd, doesn't she?
She does.
Yeah,
she does.
I'm going to hand it to her.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Rory, welcome.
Hello.
Good to have you here from York.
Yes.
I'm at a guess.
Yes.
You are Dave's little brother.
Little brother, bigger brother, but younger brother.
Little brother, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But at what age did you overtake Dave?
About 7?
And how annoying was that for Dave, do you think?
Yeah, quite. Yeah.
I mean,
quite
genuinely, how old were you when you overtook him? Teens?
Yeah, 14. Probably
14.
14, 15.
OK. So, Rory, now, 37 is your
Yes.
score at the moment, which means 48 or less gets you into the next round. What are you going to go for?
Yes. I am going to say Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. Very good. OK, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Matthew McConaughey. There is your red line. Matthew McConaughey is right. Good enough, Rory, as well. Down it goes to 42, taking your total up to 79.
Yeah, he won an Oscar for his role in Dallas Buyers Club. He lost £40 for the role.
Thank you. OK, now, Debs, welcome. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Debs.
I'm Debs and I work for a housing association in Pembrokeshire. I'm a customer service advisor and I deal with lettings. So I coordinate all the lettings, the maintenance, ready for the next tenant coming in.
What are your interests when not working for the housing association?
I do quiz, I play quiz and I look after my 3 grandchildren.
Lovely. What are their names?
Illyri, Ollie and Keegan.
Hi, Illyri, Ollie and Keegan. Hi there. Now, Debs, there you are, on 55. You were the high scorers at the end of the first pass. Can we somehow get into the next round? If you can score 30 or less. All these people were born in 1969. Who are they?
Right, I'm going to guess at the second one down. Tanny Gray-Thompson.
The lovely Tanny Gray-Thompson says, Debs, here is your red line. Can you get below that with Tanny Gray-Thompson? Let's find out. It's right. You've done it! You have done it. Very well done indeed. 20 for Tanny Gray-Thompson, 75 your total.
Yeah, she was christened Caris rather than Tanny, but her 2-year-old sister used to call her Tiny, and it stuck.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Andrew, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
Hi, yeah, I work for a pharmaceutical company close to home and live with my wife, Linda, and we've got quite a few animals. We've got 2 dogs and the 9 hens that I talked about last time.
So where's the pharmaceutical company based?
It's just outside of Morpeth.
Just outside?
Yeah.
Now, Andrew, 42 is your score, 43 is your target.
OK.
How are you feeling?
Yeah,
about
there's probably 3 that I could safely go for. One I could have a stab at, but I'm going to go for Shane Warne.
You're going to go for Shane Warne?
3rd row.
OK, here is your red line. Can you get below that with Shane Warne? Let's find out how many people said it. Shane Warne. It's right. 45 for Shane Warne. Takes your total up to 87. Goodness me.
They are delighted on podium 4. I tell you, that is unlucky. That is unlucky. Yes, Shane Warne. Shall we go through the rest of these?
Yeah.
Top left.
Ed Miliband.
Yeah, 66 points for Ed Miliband. Next.
Renée Zellweger.
She would have scored you 63. Then...
Richard Hammond.
Richard Hammond. 60 points for Richard Hammond.
Sajid Javid.
Sajid Javid would have scored you 33 points, would have seen you through if you'd said Sajid Javid.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
76 for Catherine Zeta-Jones. Now, let's take Jennifer Aniston first, because she's a very big scorer, biggest scorer on the board, 91 points. The guy on the left is the film director Darren Aronofsky, and he was a pointless answer, so very well done if you said that. Now, this gentleman, one of our finest playwrights.
Absolutely, he's Jez Butterworth.
Jez Butterworth, and he's a pointless answer as well.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. We are at the end of our first round, 87, which, let's face it, is not a particularly high score. So no shame in leaving at the end of the first round. Just a shame for us. Thank you so much for playing, Andrew and Cameron. But for the remaining 3 pairs. It is now time for round 2. And down to 3 pairs, which can only mean we are now in round 2. Very well done indeed. You negotiated your way around the 1969 babies. Lizzie, lowest individual score there. Hats off to you. Debs and Katie, lowest combined score. Hats off to you. Well done to our Yorkie boys in the middle there. And few on that far podium. Nice to have you in round 2. This is what it looks like. Fun. The category for round 2 this afternoon is literature. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns opening words of books. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you some of the opening words of 6 books, but we've missed out one of those words. Can you tell us what it is, please? 6 on the first board, 6 on the second, 12 words to guess at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So we are looking for the missing words from these opening passages. And here is our first board of 6. Call me blank, Moby Dick. Stately blank Buck Mulligan came from the stairhead. Ulysses. All happy blank are alike. Anna Karenina. It is a truth universally blank. Pride and Prejudice. It was the best of times, it was the blank of times. A Tale of Two Cities. Christmas won't be Christmas without any blank. Little Women. I'm going to read those quotes again. Call me blank, stately blank Buck Mulligan came from the stairhead. All happy blank are alike. It is a truth universally blank. It was the best of times. It was the blank of times. Christmas won't be Christmas without any blank. Katie.
Oh, gosh.
Katie.
Yay. I don't know. I'm going to go for the bottom one and just hope for the best. Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents?
Without any presents, says Katie. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said presents. It is presents. Very well done indeed, Katie. There we are, 39. Great start to the round. 39. You knew that.
I knew that.
Well done, Katie. Listen, it was either going to be presents or sprouts, wasn't it?
I know which one I couldn't go without. Thank you very much. Rory, what are you going to go for? All these opening passages to famous books. Can you supply the words that are missing?
Again, it's not a strong subject. I'm going to have to go for the one that I know is it was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
The best of times, the worst of times, says Rory. Let's see how many of our 100 people went with worst. It's right. 39 is the only score. We have 67. So there we are. We have a high score, we have a low score.
When we've dealt with A Tale of Two Cities before on this show, one of the pointless question writers did the joke that said it was first serialised in 2 local newspapers. It was the Bicester Times, it was the Worcester Times. And I, with his permission, tweeted that. And since you see it reprinted everywhere, always acknowledged with my name. And it was not my joke. It's a terrific joke.
It's a terrific joke. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Lizzie, this is your board.
Is it?
Yes. Talk us through it. Fill in every
I don't
blank.
read the classics. I think I know a couple of them.
Yes.
And I think I'll go with the top one. It's Call Me Ishmael.
Call me Ishmael,
Yeah.
says Lizzie. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people went for Ishmael. It is Call Me Ishmael. 67 is the high point. You move past that. 39 the low. You move past that. 21.
It's a relief, isn't it? Yeah, it was originally published as The Whale, and then he changed it very soon after to Moby Dick, which is more memorable. Now, Pride and Prejudice, I bet you know, is a truth universally
acknowledged.
14 points for that. Do you know the Anna Karenina one?
I'm gonna guess. People.
All happy families.
Families.
Yes. Oh,
families.
Well done for getting it just after I said it.
Yes.
That would have scored
I think it's always just how loudly I can say it once you've...
And the Ulysses one, it's a pointless answer. So well done if you said it. Stately plump. Buck Milligan came from the stairhead. Well done if you said that at home.
Ah, great. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are halfway through our second round. Let's take a little recap of those scores. Well done, Sophie and Lizzie. Once again, our low scorers at halfway point, travelling up to 39, where we find Katie and Debs, then up to 67, where we find Rory and Dave. So, yes, Dave, a little bit of pressure on your shoulders for this next pass, but I think nothing your shoulders can't take. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Let's put 6 more openings of books up on the board with missing words. Here they come. In my blank and more vulnerable years, The Great Gatsby, all blank except one grow up, Peter Pan. The stranger came blank in February, The Invisible Man. It was a blank and stormy night, Paul Clifford. There was no possibility of taking a blank that day, Jane Eyre. And one morning, when blank Samsa woke from troubled dreams, The Metamorphosis. I will read those all again. In my blank and more vulnerable years, all blank except one grow up. The stranger came blank in February. It was a blank and stormy night. There was no possibility of taking a blank that day. And one morning, when blank Samsa woke from troubled dreams, there we are. Sophie.
I think
It's really hard. I'm going to say that.
difficult. I'm going to have to go with a really obvious guess. I am going to guess all children except one grow up for Peter Pan.
I mean, really, what else could it be?
Well...
Let's find out. Here's your red line. Can you get below that with children? It is children. 52, not bad. Not bad at all. I think you have done enough to get yourselves into the head-to-head. Well done.
That's the skills of a crime scene examiner right there, isn't it? Beautifully done, wasn't it?
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. I forgot to say your total is 73. There we are. So, Dave. Dave, 67 is what you're on at the moment. Ideally, you'll score 5 or less.
I don't think that's happening. There's a couple I could guess at, and I will. I'll go for the top one as in my younger and more vulnerable years.
Younger. Let's see if that is right. There is your red line. It's quite low, but let's find out. Younger, is that right? It is younger. Very well done indeed, Dave. Down to 15. Not bad at all. 82 is your total, and that is the lowest individual score of the round so far, so well done.
Nicely played, Dave, giving yourself a chance there. It wasn't a big hit on release, that book, and now some people would say one of the greatest American books ever written.
Thank you very much, Richard. Debs. Debs, you were on 39. 42 or less gets you into the next round. Would you like to talk us through that board?
No.
Would you like to make up some answers for that board? Just for fun.
I'm going to go for the fourth one and have a punt at it was a dark and stormy night.
Going for dark. It's the obvious one. Is it the right one? Let's find out. There is your red line. Dark is right.
Gosh, I thought it was going to be cold.
Oh, down it goes. Look at that. Down to 43, which means you have a total of 82. And we have arrived at a lockdown scenario.
I mean...
Lockdown.
It's going to be very interesting to see how we break this tie.
We will be here until someone gets that answer right. And I don't care if you have things to do at home. It's a tie. The tied pairs now have to give me an answer. You can confer, and we will start with the pair nearest the column. So Debs and Katie, that's you.
Fourth one down.
Fifth one. Taking a, I don't think it would be...
Okay, should we do that?
Yeah, we're going for there was no possibility of taking a nap that day.
Taking a nap. OK. Dave and Rory, over to you. What are you going to go for?
I think that's more likely to be a walk. Yeah. Is it? She loved being outdoors. OK. We're going to go for the same one, and we're going to go for walk.
Walk.
Oh, yeah.
OK. Debs and Katie have gone for nap. Let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said nap. But is it right? You can't both be right. No bad luck. It is not nap. I'm afraid there was absolutely no possibility of taking a nap that day. Dave and Rory have gone for walk. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said walk. It is right. Very well done. It's walk. There we are, 33. Taking your total up to 115, but crucially, seeing you through to the next round.
Well played, Dave and Rory. That could have gone on for a while if we hadn't hit upon the walk. Shall we take a little look at the others? The stranger came early.
Early.
Early was a pointless answer. And one morning when Gregor Samsa. And that would have scored you 2 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we find ourselves at the end of the second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair. Debs and Katie, I'm afraid it's you. 182, your high score there, but we will see you again next time. Look forward to it very much. Meantime, thanks so much, Debs and Katie. But for the remaining two pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Sophie and Lizzie, Dave and Rory. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. But here we are, head-to-head. You can start playing as a pair. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Listen, it's going to be a lovely head-to-head. It's going to be hard-fought. Let's play it, the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns former Olympic sports. Richard.
Yes, we're going to show you the names now of 5 sports that have been played at Summer or Winter Olympics at some point but are no longer played. We'll give you alternate letters of their names, but what are they, please?
Interesting. OK, let's reveal our 5 extinct Olympic sports. Here they are. A, EUSRA-VUTN. B, BSU-PLT. C, LCOS. D, BNY. And E, PL. OK, there we are. 5 former Olympic sports. Sophie and Lizzie, you're our low scorers, and you get to go first. Feel free to confer.
Equestrian vaulting. I don't know what B is.
Lacrosse. Yep.
OK, what are you going to go for?
We're going to go for A and equestrian vaulting.
Equestrian vaulting. I mean, tell me that doesn't look fun. OK, Dave and Rory, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board?
We don't know B. C is obviously lacrosse. E is polo. But D is bandy.
Bandy. OK, we have equestrian vaulting and we have bandy. Sophie and Lizzie have gone for equestrian vaulting for A. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right, equestrian vaulting, 46. Now, Dave and Rory, meanwhile, have gone for D and said bandy. Let's find out if that's right. If it is right, sounds like a fantastic low score, but let's just see if it's right, and then let's see where it ends up. It is bandy. And it wins you the point. Very well done. Oh, it's a good score. Down there goes to 3. Very well played, Dave and Rory. It means after one question, you are up 1-0.
Yeah, that's a very useful piece of obscure knowledge. Equestrian vaulting is sort of dance and gymnastics on the top of a horse. It was in the 1920 Olympics in Antwerp. And weirdly hasn't come back.
Strange. Oh,
well. E is polo. 96 points for polo, though. C is lacrosse, another big scorer, 88. And there's an even better answer than bandy, and it's the second answer. There's a sport that's said to be the fastest ball sport in the world, pelota, and it comes from the north of Spain. So that is Basque pelota. And we scored 2 points. Well, I don't know if you said that.
You chuck. It's a bit like things that dog walkers have,
yes,
was it?
Exactly
for chucking balls.
Yeah, which is why it goes at such speed.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, well, here comes your second question. Now then, Sophie and Lizzie, you have to win this one to stay in the game.
Yes.
Dave and Rory will get to answer it first, so yes, on your mettle. OK, our second question today is all about geometrical shapes. Richard.
Yep, 5 clues to people, places or things that have a 2- or 3-dimensional shape somewhere in their name.
OK, thank you very much. Let's reveal the 5 clues. Here they come. We have got US rapper and actor whose real name is O'Shea Jackson Sr., British society founded in 1905, dedicated to the promotion of the art of conjuring and illusion, intersection in New York City, where New Year is celebrated by the lowering of a ball down a pole, 2003 debut novel by the Afghan-born author Khaled Hosseini, made into a 2007 film, and the Test Cricket Ground that is the headquarters of Surrey CCC. I will read those all again. US rapper and actor whose real name is O'Shea Jackson Sr., British society founded in 1905, dedicated to the promotion of the art of conjuring and illusion, intersection in New York City, where New Year is celebrated by the lowering of a ball down a pole, 2003 debut novel by the Afghan-born author Khaled Hosseini, made into a 2007 film, and the Test Cricket Ground that is the headquarters of Surrey CCC. There we are. Now, Dave and Rory, you will go first.
We think we're going to go for the top one, which we think is Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Ice Cube, say Dave and Rory. Now then, Sophie and Lizzie, over to you. Can you talk us through the rest of that board?
So we've got the circle, the magic circle,
Times Square,
the oval, the bottom one, and then
I think
the
we should go for the Kite Runner.
I think is there any chance?
Debut novel.
OK, the Kite Runner. So we have Ice Cube and we have the Kite Runner. Dave and Rory went for Ice Cube for O'Shea Jackson Sr. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ice Cube. It is Ice Cube. That goes down to 14. Very well done. Meanwhile, Sophie and Lizzie have gone for the Kite Runner, the Khaled Hosseini first book. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that, the Kite Runner. It's a good answer. 14's what it has to beat. Oh, it's going to be close, and it beats it. Look at that, down to 10 for the Kite Runner. Very well done indeed. They nicked it from you with the first question. You've nicked it back with a second, and well, very well done. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
It's absolutely the one to go for as well. They were the best 2 answers on the board. It won't surprise you to hear. Well played, everybody. We'll show you the scores for the others. Magic Circle would have scored you 52. Times Square would have scored you 59. And the Oval would have scored you 47.
Thank you very much indeed. Oh, it all comes down to our third question. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today is all about Prime Ministers. Richard.
On this, we're simply going to show you the names of 5 UK Prime Ministers, but we put all the letters in their names into alphabetical order. Who are these Prime Ministers?
Wow.
It's going to be fun to read out. Let's reveal our Prime Ministers, 5 of them, in alphabetical ordered letters. A-A-E-E-H-M-R-S-T-Y, C-C-H-H-I-I-L-L-N-N-O-R-S-T-U-W, A-A-A-A-C-D-D-L-M-M-N-O-R-S-Y, A-C-C-E-E-E-L-N-P-P-R-R-S-V, and A-B-I-L-N-O-R-T-Y. OK, Sophie and Lizzie will go first.
Clear that one?
Yeah.
OK, I think we're there. We will go with the third one down and say Ramsay MacDonald.
Ramsay MacDonald for the third one down. OK, Dave and Rory, what are you going to go for?
So, top one. We're going to go top one, Theresa May.
Top one, Theresa May. So we have Ramsay MacDonald and we have Theresa May. In the order they were given, Sophie and Lizzie said Ramsay MacDonald. Let's see how many of our 100 people got Ramsay MacDonald. It's right. Down, that goes to 11. Very well done indeed, Sophie and Lizzie. Dave and Rory, meanwhile, have gone for Theresa May for the top one. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that. Theresa May. It's right. 11 is what it has to beat. Theresa, 29 for Theresa May. Which means very well done indeed, Sophie and Lizzie. After 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Wow, that's very impressive. That's harder than normal anagrams, I think. Working out Ramsay MacDonald is very good. Now, Winston Churchill, of course, is the second one down. He would have scored you 78 points. The bottom one...
got that one. Tony Blair.
Tony Blair, 45. Now, this one, what do we always say? Who was the only British Prime Minister to be assassinated?
Spencer Perceval.
Spencer
There we
Perceval
go.
is right. I would have scored you 1 point. Very well done. You said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Dave and Rory, it's you. Do you know what? It's great news, really, because it means you get to come back next time. And we can go through it all again. And who knows, maybe you'll be the golden couple next time. Maybe you'll be going through to the final. Who knows? But anyway, we'll get to see you again, which would be great. Dave and Rory, thank you so much.
Thanks.
But for Sophie and Lizzie, it is now time for our pointless final. Well, congratulations, Sophie and Lizzie. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. Now it is your turn to have a go at winning the pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,000. But how lovely. I think it's great that you're here. And you kind of went down in the head-to-head and then you came back from behind. And that was no mean feat. Very, very strong play. What do you want to see come up in this last round?
Movies.
OK, movies. Sophie?
Yeah, I'll go with that. Whatever Lizzie says is good.
OK, well, very, very best of luck. Let's see what we've got on the board today. We have got Portuguese football.
Oh, good.
A Star is Born casts, unusual word endings, and Mary, Queen of Scots. What do you think?
I've not seen A Star is Born.
I've not seen
Tragically.
that recent one.
I think we'll have to go with unusual word endings. Have a punt at that.
It looks fun, at least. Richard?
Yeah, we're looking for any word which has its own entry in the British and World English section of oxforddictionaries.com, please, that ends in either NC, NU, or NX. So any of those words ending in NC, NU, or NX. There's always no proper nouns, no hyphenated words. And very, very best of luck.
OK, now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3. Just focus on whichever ones you like the look of. Are you ready?
Yes.
They're not really listening, are they? They're just going... OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
I can only think of really short words. That's
Well,
going
I
to be
think
useless.
short is as good as anything. I
We've
can't.
literally got GNU. I can think sink. Is there anything we can put in front of that to extend it? Got minx.
I can't think of anything. Larynx.
Pharynx.
Larynx.
Take those.
Yeah.
Larynx, pharynx. Go
If
with
it's
GNU.
2, yeah, that's fine, I reckon.
Got anything else? You've got sphinx.
Let me see. Ink. Ink.
I don't think I've ever been so quiet talking about the English language.
I think we're going to have to go with those 3.
I think, yeah.
10 seconds left.
I can't think of anything better than larynx, pharynx.
No, that's fine. Let's do that.
OK.
OK, sounds like, there we are, your minute's run out, and sounds like you've arrived at your answers, which is good. What are you going to give me?
We'll go with larynx,
Larynx,
pharynx,
pharynx,
and GNU.
and GNU.
Yes.
Which do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Pharynx,
Pharynx.
go
We'll
for
put
it.
pharynx last. Least likely to be pointless?
GNU.
GNU, larynx, we pop in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got GNU, larynx, and pharynx. Well, they look great on the board, don't they? Wouldn't it be lovely if one of these turns out to be pointless and wins that jackpot for you? What would you like to do with it? Sophie, I'm going to ask you first if you win.
I think I'd probably take my friends and work colleagues out for a big meal.
That's
That would be
nice. Wouldn't that be nice? Lizzie, what about you?
I could do with some spending money for my holiday and maybe get a couple of spa treatments while I'm out there.
Very...
It's interesting they work together.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, this is going to go down very well when they're watching this at work, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah. OK, well, best of luck. Your first answer was GNU. In this case, we were looking for words ending NU. Only one of these answers has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot of £1,000. But will it be GNU? How many people said it? GNU. It's absolutely right.
It's a good start.
GNU now takes us down through the 40s. 47 for GNU. OK, that was a big one. Right, larynx. Let's turn to the NX endings. Larynx. Let's hope this is pointless and wins you that jackpot of £1,000. How many people said larynx? Larynx is right. Well, GNU let us all down, finished on 47. Larynx, by contrast, now taking us down into single figures, still going down with larynx, still get 5 for larynx. Very good. That's a very good answer. But your next answer looks to me like a cracking one. Pharynx. If this is pointless, £1,000 will be yours. Let's see how many people said pharynx. It's right. 47 is what you scored with GNU. 5 is what you scored with larynx. We are into single figures with pharynx. Now you're passing 5, still going down. Fantastic. Well done. That's brilliant. Very well done.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Ah, there we are. Oh, Sophie, you can take everyone from work out for a celebratory meal. And Lizzie, you can maybe have some pampering. That's nice. Congratulations. Pharynx was a pointless answer. You are taking home that jackpot of £1,000. Very well done indeed. Sophie and Lizzie.
Yeah, beautifully done, and using your crime scene examiner knowledge there as well, the pharynx. It's another name for the throat, the pharynx. You also could have had cytopharynx, rhinopharynx and nasopharynx as well, if you wanted to. Should we take a look at the other pointless answers? We'll start with NC. You could have had afanc, which is an aquatic monster, Welsh aquatic monster. Bronc, which is like a bronco horse, like an unbroken horse. Nonc, which is another name for an uncle. And tronc, which is a collecting box, which is the tips you give to waiting staff in a restaurant, if they're all in one bit. Also could have had plank with a C as well. That was a pointless answer. Only 3 pointless answers for NU. Cornu, Desinu, and Nunu. Essentially a South African word, which means like creepy crawlies. Nunu, critters.
That's not the use most people put
No,
that word
I'm
to.
aware of that. I am aware of that. And NX now. Cryosphinx, meninx, there's pharynx, and quincunx. And the most famous quincunx is on a dice. Essentially, it's 5 things, but with 4 things in the corners and 1 in the middle. Quincunx.
Great word.
It is a good word, but very well done if you've got any of those. I'm glad to get through that. If you've got any of those at home, and congratulations in the studio. Great win.
Thank you very much, Richard. And thanks once again to Sophie and Lizzie, our winning players who take away today's jackpot of £1,000. Very well done indeed to you. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me.